Nako po, breaking news, ICC, delikado na talaga at parang mawawala na po ito at hindi na aabot ng bagong taon. Nako po, Donald Trump, may bagong pasabog, panoorin natin. At tila may counter attack ang ICC. Ano kaya ito? Nako po mga kababayan, parang nagkakabanggaan at nagkakaputukan dito. Tila may gagawin si Donald Trump dito na hindi papaabutin ng December 31. Nako po mga kababayan, ito na po. Naninilikado po. Attorney Conti, talagang madudurog dito at saka si Trillanes at itong mga judges ng ICC na ito. Kasi nga si PRRD talagang pasikreto na tinutulungan ng Amerika at Russia at Israel. Ito po mga kababayan, panoorin po natin. Ano ba ang latest update ng ICC dito? Tila may pasabog din na kina-counter-attack itong si Donald Trump. Ay kaya ba nilang Amerika? Ito po mga kababayan, ang ating panoorin sabay-sabay.
Just in case you think Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth are not committing war crimes, just look at their behavior. So this report just came out from Reuters, and it says President Trump's administration wants the ICC, which is the International Criminal Court, to amend its founding document to ensure it does not investigate the Republican president and his top officials, threatening new U.S. sanctions on the court if it did not. So I've gone into the bowels of this article, and basically this guy, it's so legal, we did everything right. They know that in 2029, all these fuckers are going to get.
I have to tell you something that you do all the time.
What?
Instead of saying 2029, you did it in another episode too. It's really cute. Kylie, don't cut this out. You say 2000 and 2029. Every time you announce a year, you do 2000 and 2024 or 2000 and 2029. It's really cute. All right, go on.
Sorry, my lion and tiger.
It cracks me up. Every time you do it, I start dying laughing. Okay, go on.
Okay, so basically, they know they're committing war crimes. And instead of being held accountable, which we know this president is allergic to, he wants to change the rules at the ICC, threatening them with sanctions, because he knows what he's doing are crimes. And I'm just like, you elect a criminal, this is what you expect. But it's pretty denounced if he's going after the ICC because he knows they're going to come after him in 2029.
Oh, you nailed it. Okay, you nailed it. All right, I have some questions for you. So okay. The ICC is the court that has an arrest warrant out for Benjamin Netanyahu's arrest, correct?
Correct.
And I would think that this Trumpian tactic, the shakedown that he's trying to do with the ICC, I would think that that would not work considering they've held the line with the arrest warrant with Benjamin Netanyahu. And I would think that that would be even more of a red flag that we've really got to investigate this MF.
Sa tingin nyo, kaya nila si Donald Trump? Kaya nilang Amerika? Di ginera sila ng Amerika. Di ba sabi nga, merong The Hague Invasion Act ng 2002. Baka mapulbos ang ICC sa gagawin nilang pag-aresto kay Donald Trump. Sabi dito, they are threatening Trump tool with jail. Aba, ipapakulong daw si Donald Trump. Kaya ba nila ito, mga kababayan?
Because he's totally committing crimes.
I completely agree, 100%. And here's the thing. There's an excerpt from the article, Kylie, if you'll just put that up, where it says, this is unacceptable and we will not allow it to happen. That's from an ICC quote. And here's the deal. I thought this was interesting. In the article, it says, they are afraid in 2029, the ICC will turn its attention to the president, to the vice president, to the secretary of war and others, which I was like, JD, he did get on X and say he didn't give a shit. He was happy for them to be killed. So, but obviously he's in it more, because this is Trump's administration doing this. Here's my problem with the ICC. They don't have any enforcement power. So they can't go to people like the United States that host Benjamin Netanyahu, and they cannot arrest him, or they cannot put sanctions on the United States for not arresting him, which tells me again, they're so worried about it when there's really no enforcement from the ICC, but they know it's going to happen. And there's nothing that can really happen to him on that issue. So what that tells me is it must be really, really bad what they're doing, because I don't think for 1 second it's just the boats in the Caribbean, the crimes they're committing, whether they're war crimes or not. But I would guess there are more crimes than you can shake a stick at with this group.
Well, and I read, and we need to dive into this in another episode, but that there are still people at Alligator Alcatraz and they're getting tortured.
Yeah.
So there is just so many war crimes, egregious human rights violations that this administration is participating in. And again, the lack of outrage on a lot of this stuff by Republicans is stunning. And I think we have to consistently and constantly point out the Republican Party has turned into a mafia party, a pro-crime party, and its supporters that still stand by it in Congress and in the Senate. I'm talking about the leader of the Senate. I'm talking about the little pipsqueak leader of the House. By proxy, they're criminals as well. And, you know, these are not people who are holding this administration. They like to murder and torture people for sport.
Yeah.
Pete Hegseth is insecure. He's emotionally stunted, and he thinks it's fun to play Army. And he has people blowing up and killing people in the Caribbean with zero evidence as to who they are, what their names are, what they're doing there. We're the fucking United States of America. If you shoot somebody, we have the intelligence and God knows the budget to know exactly who it is. They found Osama bin Laden and went in and killed him and brought his body back. This is to make Pete Hegseth and others surrounding Pete Hegseth that have a problem with their masculinity. And they don't want anybody to know that they have the problem.
O nakita nyo mga kababayan, kaya ba nila sabi, Trump panics over being charged with war crimes. The ICC is coming for him. Sa 2029 daw, ipapa-aresto si Donald Trump. Nako po, parang malabo. Trump's DOJ release fake Epstein. Nako po mga kababayan ko. Sabi nila dito, they are threatening Trump tool with jail. Alaka. Ano sabi ng komento, mga kababayan? I wish they arrest these criminals in 2025. The current administration is nothing more or less than a crime syndicate. Removing healthcare from American is terrorism. If he can be charged with treason, the whole cabinet gets kicked out. Ay, mga ano ito, mga kababayan? Mga, alam nyo na, Trump is alone and scared to death and goes radio. Nako po, pinagkakaisahan nila si Trump dito mga kababayan. Parang Duterte rin ang ginagawa nila. Mga kababayan, ang ginagawa kay Trump ngayon ay parang kay PRRD. So yung mga dilawan, bangagan na mga, parang dito rin mga kababayan, dahil itong si Trump po, ay parang Duterte yung style niya, yung kamay na bakal. Kita nyo yung mga drug syndicate po ng Mexico, dito sa Venezuela, dinidigma ni Trump para hindi po makapunta yung mga shipment papuntang Amerika. Talagang pinapaulanan niya ng karma na misile. O alam niyo yung misile, inano ko na lang para maganda pakinggan kasi pag sinabi kong misa may magagalit. Okay, misile na lang. So sa tingin nyo kaya si Trump? Ayan yung ginagawa ng mga dilawan na kalaban po ng administration ng gobyerno ni Trump. Parang dito rin sa Philippines. tignan nyo, pinagkaisahan po si Duterte. Hinuli po ito nung wala na sa kanyang power. Magagawa ba nila kay Trump ito? May batas ang Amerika na The Hague Invasion Act. Pagka merong hinuli, lalong-lalo na kung opisyal ng gobyerno ng Amerika or presidente, pwedeng digmain ng Amerika ang ICC. Naku po mga kababayan, hindi nila kaya ito. Itong si Trump, pag nagalit ito, yari ang ICC dito. Hindi aabot ng December 31 ito.
But spoiler alert, we all know you have a problem with your masculinity. And all of these things are just so sociopathic. And so I think with the ICC, this is my understanding, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that the United States could have arrested Benjamin Netanyahu when he came here.
Yes.
And then turned him over.
Right.
And which is why when Benjamin Netanyahu flew to the United States, he had to fly around Europe because he couldn't be in the airspace of Europe, like Spain and places like that. And so for Trump, I'm sure he doesn't, and these others, they want to be able to, once they get out, they probably want to jump ship on the United States of America and they want to go somewhere. And then if the ICC, because Trump's got immunity, he's going to pardon all these flea bags. And that's going to be an accountability thing. You know, if they want to go to Europe or someplace, they could get arrested by the ICC. So that's what I think that's about.
Here's another thing though that is I really want to like kind of dive into a little bit is that they put all this cruel shit on the social media platforms of the official agencies. Like we are seeing Pete Hegseth post pictures of him, obviously edited because we're not getting the second shot, that of murdering people. Do you think that's part of the decline and why people aren't as outraged? Because it's been normalized? Because it is not normal to post.
Ayan mga kababayan, tignan po natin itong isang balita. They are threatening Trump to with jail. Ano yun? Tinatakot nila si Trump? Tignan po natin. Ito po.
Sasaya nyo
Panoorin po natin kung ano po ito. Ito po mga kababayan ko, panoorin nyo po. Talagang magugulat kayo dito. Yung mga bangag na nakalaban ni Trump, talang meron silang counter defense. Check po natin mga kababayan. Nako po, ano kaya ito? Epstein reporter. Nako po. Check po natin, ano po ito?
Pam Bondi.
Ito po mga kababayan, panoorin nyo po ito, magugulat kayo.
All right, they are threatening Pam Bondi with prison, and they are saying that it would happen if the disclosures don't take place. So let me step back and explain what's going on here. This is not activists yelling on Twitter. This is not online outrage. This is Congress. There is a bipartisan group of lawmakers now openly discussing contempt of Congress proceedings against Attorney General Pam Bondi. Why? Because she has failed to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Trump signed it. And what that means in plain English is that, as we talked about at the top of the show, Congress passed a law saying, hey, DOJ has to release all the Epstein files, limited redactions. Bondi's DOJ ignored the spirit of the law, and they seem to have violated the letter of the law because hundreds of pages were heavily redacted. Entire documents were blacked out. At least 16 files were posted, then removed, some reinstated, some not. These aren't paperwork delays. This is deliberate noncompliance. And some lawmakers are saying that's enough. One of them is a Democratic member of the House, Ro Khanna. The other is a Republican, Thomas Massie. And they are saying we need to hold Bondi accountable through contempt of Congress. If that happens, she could face daily fines, and under inherent contempt powers, she could even be jailed until the DOJ complies with the law. That is the part that the administration doesn't want you focusing on, because contempt of Congress isn't symbolic. It is an enforcement mechanism. It's Congress saying you can't ignore the law just because the president doesn't like what you're required to do. And notice how quickly the White House shifted into deflection mode. Bondi's approval rating has collapsed. It is down 47 points in under a year. And that is precisely as the Epstein fiasco has exploded. Legal experts are describing her as a political tool of Trump, not an independent attorney general, obviously. And instead of explaining why the files vanished or why did the redactions exceed what the law allows, their response has been, bring it on if you want to go after Pam Bondi. That is an extraordinary arrogance that I hope backfires in her face. And the precedent-setting nature of this could be huge. Because on the one hand, if a president can sign a transparency law passed by the House and Senate into law, and then your attorney general ignores it, selectively redacts parts of it, quietly removes documents.
So yan mga kababayan, sana po naintindihan nyo po ito. Talagang meron po silang ginagawang balak kay Trump na parang PRRD ang gawin nila. Okay? So kayo na pong bahala dito mga kababayan. Ano masasabi nyo? ICC, delikado talaga dito. Okay po mga kababayan. Itong mga dilawan pinklawan dito sa kalaban niya no, ni Trump, sinisiraan din nila si Trump mga kababayan. So ano masasabi nyo dito? Itong ICC na ito, mapupulbos talaga ito. Di ba nagre-resignan na lahat? Mukhang Ukraine na lang ang member ng ICC. Naubos na mga kababayan. Dahil takot na takot sila kay Donald Trump. Pati Russia nagalit na. 'Di ba? Sana makauwi na nga si Tatay Digong at tulungan ng Amerika at Russia. Kaya kung umabot ka sa bidyong ito, mga kababayan, i-comment nyo po kung anong location po kayo, anong bansa kayo nagko-comment at nanonood. I-share at i-subscribe ang ating YouTube channel. Salamat po mga kababayan, na buhay.